Triggered and sequential mailings are useful for automating your email campaigns. By setting up these automated campaigns, when a user trips the trigger, they're going to get content relevant to what they are doing at that time. To access a triggered or sequential campaign, you will have to create a triggered segment prior to having set up your campaign. And first we will go over triggered mailings. To get to those, you click on the Mailings button, hover over Advanced Mailings, to Triggered Mailings, and the new Triggered Mailing Wizard. Now, one thing to note, before you create a triggered mailing or a sequential mailing, you must have the content already created and again, have your triggered segment created. So now that we are in the Triggered Mailing Wizard, I just need to choose a name. We are going to call this the Welcome Campaign. We need to choose a trigger, and I have already created a trigger for people who sign up today. Now this triggered mailing will run every day, and it will look for everyone who signed up on that day. By default, all the tracking is set to yes, and I want to send this welcome email about 1 day after they have signed up. So the second day after they've signed up, they should receive this welcome email. And now I can click OK, and that will add my triggered mailing, showing me which pieces of content and how much time. So triggered mailings are very useful for welcome emails, a follow-up to a survey, anything that really needs a single email after a user interaction with your campaign in some way. Now, if you want to set off an entirely new campaign, you can use a sequential mailing, which is under Advanced Mailings, Sequential Mailings, New Sequential Mailing Wizard. Now, as you can see, this screen looks very similar to the triggered mailing, but it allows you to send up to 10 new emails. So we're going to call this also the Welcome Campaign. Maybe we want to send a nice, really good introduction to our new users. So I'm going to choose my Signed Up Today segment, leaving the tracking on, and I want to choose the pieces of content. So I have a nice welcome email, I have a benefits of joining our list email, and a new user survey. So I want them to receive that welcome email 1 day after they've signed up. Maybe after the first week, they'll receive a benefits of joining, and then 2 weeks later, once they've been on our list for a while, they'll get a new user survey. And of course, I can set up any triggers based on these specific mailings to then make a survey follow-up. Or if they had any questions about benefits of joining and they were clicking on the links in that, I could set up another sequential campaign based off of any of those emails. So when time is put into setting up all of these sequential campaigns and triggered campaigns, you can have a highly automated mailing system. And when your mailings are being sent out based on actions of the users, that's going to be a highly engaged mailing as it's targeted to what they are doing. And those users are really going to interact with those mailings. It's going to be the best benefit for you. So now that I have my setup all selected, I can hit OK. Just shows me again a nice little capture of what I have chosen. And I click Add, and my sequential mailing is complete. Now this will run automatically every day. We have our welcome campaign here. And every day it's going to look for whomever has tripped that trigger and send out those campaigns. So if you have any other questions on this feature or any of other features of our service, please feel free to contact our support group.